Make some Leches cake. For this cake, I'm going to use 4 eggs. I have here egg yellows. I have separated egg whites from yellow yolk, and I have yolk here. 4 eggs I've used. Egg white is here, and I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence and half cup of sugar, and I'm going to use another half cup in egg whites, and I'm going to use 1.5 stick of butter, that is about 11 tablespoon of butter, and I'm going to use 1.5 cup of sifted flour, all-purpose flour here, and I'm going to use 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. Let's begin with the process. I'm going to blend this along with the butter. I'm going to mix it thoroughly until it is nice and pale yellow, and then I'm going to use some milk to loosen the mixture, maybe about 1/4 cup of milk. And I'm greasing my pan here. I'm using this big glassware, baking ware, so I'm going to use this dish for baking my cake. I've used this butter paper to grease my baking dish, and preheat your oven at 350 degree. I'm going to beat this using an electric beater. Add about 1/4 cup of milk to loosen the mixture, and add a tablespoon of vanilla essence, and add half cup of sugar into it, granulated sugar. Beat it well until it is nice and pale yellow. Now let's beat this egg whites until nice and soft peaks are formed. Add some sugar to it, about 1/4 cup of sugar. Add 1/4 cup more sugar now. Now let's sift some baking powder, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder to this flour, and mix very well. Mix everything. Now add the pale yellow mixture into the dry mixture here. The pale yellow mixture is been folded into the flour, and now I'm going to add the white mixture into the egg white mixture into the batter here. I have mixed everything. Now I'm going to add this into my baking pan. I poured it into my pan. Now I'm going to tap it so that the air bubbles are gone, and then I'm going to put it in the oven at 350 and bake it for about 30 to 35 minutes. A quick tip, bring everything to the room temperature before starting to bake, and put the baking pan in the middle rack so it cooks evenly. Here is our cake out of the pan and out of the oven, and I'm going to let it cool for about 10 minutes. Meanwhile, let's make the three milk ready. That is, I have 3 different milks here. I have evaporated milk, that is about 12 fluid ounce can, and I have a fat-free Nestle sweetened condensed milk. This is about 14 ounce can, and I have heavy whipping cream, that's about 16 fluid ounce Tetra Pak. I'm going to use about half cup of heavy whipping cream and the entire cans of these two milks, sweetened condensed milk and evaporated milk, and mix all these 3 milks together. It's about 10 minutes now. I have mixed the milk, and now you can cut the sides if you see the brown edges, or you can leave as it is. It's up to you. And now I'm going to pour this milk mixture on top of it until it is completely absorbed and immersed in the milk. Our cake has absorbed all the moisture. Now you can put it in the refrigerator to let it absorb completely, or you can just invert on the serving dish. I'm going to invert this cake on the serving dish. and use up all the extra liquid. And then I'm going to whip my whipping cream. I'm going to beat it using an electric beater and use it as a topper. I'm applying the whipped cream on all over the surface. And then let's add some toppers. This is how I have decorated using using little whipping cream in a Ziploc bag, and I have just went in spirals at the edges, and I have topped up with some grapes that I had. You can top it up with any kind of fruit, strawberries or cherries or grapes, whatever you like or whatever is in hand. This is how my Safeway inspired Leches cake is ready. Tres means 3 and Leches means milk. 3 milk cake is ready. It's having almonds on the top. This is inspired by Safeway. So that's why I have almonds on top. Do try this. Like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.